Hi, this is Lloyd Lester, and welcome to this Ejaculation by Command special presentation. Over the past few years, I've been answering every single question that I received relating to premature ejaculation, and when I recently gave my subscribers the opportunity to ask me any question about lasting longer in bed, they responded quickly. The questions just poured in, and they were very good questions. And as I read through each and every one of them, I noticed certain questions kept popping up over and over again. These were obviously hot topics, things that every guy seems to want to know about. So, I've decided to answer the top 10 questions in this presentation. Now, I'm going to keep this as brief as possible while giving you a lot of tips and ideas and my answers to your questions. I promise you'll find it helpful, informative, and eye-opening. So, let's go ahead and dive right in. Question number 1 is, what exactly is premature ejaculation, and how do I know if I have it? Premature ejaculation is commonly defined as an ejaculation within 2 minutes into intercourse. In fact, some men are prone to ejaculating as soon as penetration occurs, or within a few seconds. While 2 minutes is a common benchmark, the crux of the issue goes beyond just relying on a specific duration. A man has premature ejaculation if he cannot last long enough to satisfy his partner. Every relationship is unique, so what is long enough for one couple may not be sufficient for another. What you should also understand is this: because it takes women more time to get aroused, your ability to last long enough will increase the chances of you giving her a vaginal orgasm during intercourse. Between 30 to 40% of men suffer from early ejaculation. So if you're finishing too fast right now, rest assured you are not alone. In fact, most men will experience early ejaculation at least a few times in their lives. Now, let's move on to question number 2. Why do I ejaculate too soon? There are a few factors that cause early ejaculation, but the most common is due to a man's inability to recognize the sensations that precede an ejaculation, and then associate those sensations with specific benchmarks along his arousal curve when he still has control. Once you become familiar with your ejaculatory threshold, you can learn when to stop stimulation or to allow yourself to slide back down the arousal curve before resuming stimulation again. Premature ejaculation often takes place in 2 ways. 1, when our partners initiate sexual stimulation, or 2, when we become overly aroused and any extra friction or movement of our penis pushes us beyond the point of no return. The key to enhancing your ejaculatory control thus has 2 facets. First, recognizing and then communicating to your partner when you are about to ejaculate so that she can stop stimulation immediately. And second, knowing when your arousal has subsided enough that you can start penetration again. There are specific, powerful exercises you can practice with your partner that will train you to consciously recognize 2 things: when you're about to climax yet can still stop it from occurring, and when you have reached the point of no return. These 2 benchmarks have particular sensations that you need to learn to recognize. Once you are able to identify both benchmarks, practice moving the first benchmark closer to the second, which is your ejaculatory trigger point. With some practice and awareness, you will be able to place the 2 benchmarks side by side. This will intensify your pleasure while giving you complete control over your orgasm. Alright, question number 3. How long should sex last, ideally? The straight answer? As long as it takes for your partner to reach an orgasm first. Unlike most men, women are biologically wired to respond very slowly to physical sexual stimulation. Many studies have revealed that women find penetrative sex that lasts from 3 to 7 minutes to be satisfactory, and 8 to 13 minutes to be the most desirable. That is the typical amount of time most women need to get from arousal to orgasm during intercourse. So, if you want to have desirable sex, you should be lasting at least 8 minutes. And this poses a real challenge for the vast majority of men. But here's the simple truth: great sex does not involve a stopwatch. Many men are so preoccupied about not wanting to climax too soon that they ended up doing exactly what they fear most. Sexual anxiety will almost always affect your performance in bed. Now, the next question is one of those that I get very frequently. Why do I have a problem with lasting longer when I'm with a partner, but not when I'm masturbating? There are 2 reasons why premature ejaculation does not usually happen when we masturbate. Firstly, we do not become as highly aroused during self-stimulation. But secondly, because we are the ones providing the stimulation, we also have the ability to self-regulate how much pleasure we are giving ourselves. Hence, we are able